All right, so we just made it. It is 11:11. We stopped at the electrical place and got all the electric wire that we need. Loaded up the back with wood while we're at the bottom of the hill here. We're gonna drive up. Made good time this morning. So now we have all the pieces for the solar, so we need to add 3 more solar panels now that we have the brackets. So that's what we're doing now. So putting the solar panels on is actually super simple. You just install these brackets on whatever. So you'd put these on your roof, or we're putting them on these railings. These brackets, like that. And then you literally just slide these on through this. At the end, you slide this on and just lift it in there. Slide. And then we'll just set them in. Alright, we've laid out the conduit for the wire. Here's our trench. And then we're trying to get a hole through the wall, but our issue is that we have that big old log wall. The logs are thick, and then we built the wall on the inside of the logs. So there's no way we can get through that, so we're trying to go through the floor. So we unwound all of our 3 wires. The green one is the ground wire. Red is positive and the black is negative. And we ran it through our conduit, which we are going to put into the ground. All right, so now we're going through and gluing each spot. Our control panel will go on this pole. The wires will go from the solar to the control panel, and the ground. So we just connected all the solar panels underneath, and these wires are attached to the panels. They came with it, and all you had to do was plug one into the other in series of 3. All right, so we hooked up we didn't hook them up, we taped them together. They're not plugged in yet. We've got the combiner box there. That's where all the wires from the panels will go into that. And then it'll go up to the house. So we'll do that tomorrow. Now we're gonna go run the wires into the cabin. All right, so at first we tried to get through this hole, but we couldn't. So we're going through this hole here. That's where the wires will come into the house. Here's our inverter. We figured out that the wires will come in through the bottom. The battery wire will come out through here. And here's our battery. Here. All right, it's the second day in the morning. We are going to hang the inverter and start working on that. It rained all night long last night. Hope we can get out when we need to. So we have these screws sticking out a little. We're gonna hook them on here so that we don't have to hold the weight of it because it's super heavy. We're headed to Lowe's once again. Wish us luck. Oh, we just want to get it done. Our goal was 11 and then we realized we have the wrong electric box and it's already 9. It was Sunday, so Lowe's doesn't open till 9. We're close, but lots of little things. So this is what we deal with when we're trying to come down the hill. But it doesn't get sun all winter because the sun is over there. It's So that's where we're parking for today. The last breaker. It didn't click like I wanted it to. Click. Alright, so we have the inverter almost all hooked up. We have the electrical box inside hooked up. So now we're finishing the combiner box here and wiring the panels together. So we had them all taped together because we weren't ready to pull them together, but here we go. Just like that. So we now have everything hooked up, but we have no idea if it's correct. We have no idea if we are supposed to like we're just going through this checklist now of this 100-page manual, and I am so scared to turn anything on. Like, this is a $17,000 investment, and if you turn it on wrong, it can blow up and kill you. Not really, that's dramatic, but I am very nervous. We're probably just going to have to wait and call Unbound Solar tomorrow to talk to one of their people because I just do not feel confident enough to turn it on. All right, this morning we are working on the finishing up the water. So we just have to connect the kitchen sink, connect the bathtub, and make a spot for the washer and dryer, and then we'll go outside and connect the big line to the house. I don't think we're gonna bury it yet, but next time Dylan and I come, we'll bury it because we're not running any water to it this trip. Once we're here full time, then we'll turn the water on and bury that line to make sure it doesn't freeze. My dad has a couple calls this morning, so we'll do in between the Wholesale Solar, Unbound Solar. We're gonna give them a call, but they are on Pacific time, so they won't be open until like 11 o'clock. So we have to wait until there's someone in the office to be able to call them. Cloudy day, hopefully it clears up so we can get rid of some of the mud. So the kitchen sink actually comes through the log wall into under the sink with this sink, so that's where it's connected. So all the water is along these three walls right here in the house. So right now I'm just adding in the washer dryer runoffs from the hot water and the cold water. All right, so my dad has a couple calls for work, so we're kind of at a little standstill here, but so the next couple weeks, hopefully this week is Christmas. On Friday's Christmas, and then hopefully right New Year's Day, Dylan and I will come down here and move all by ourselves if the solar works. Even if it doesn't, probably we'll get it figured out. We'll finish up all the water ourselves. We'll do the rest of all the work. We'll be living here. It's just so crazy. It took way longer than expected as usual, but I plan to keep making videos on all the things we do in the house, other DIY sort of things. I also love making sourdough bread and cooking, so I'll probably make videos like that. So thank you everyone for following along on our cabin journey. We're so excited you're here, and we're here to stay, so hopefully you'll keep following along on all of our new endeavors. We plan on making this a homestead, so we're gonna get chickens. We have to build a chicken coop, make a garden, gotta make a garden, cutting down trees and everything else in between, and just perfecting everything like our water system and all those different things. So we're super excited.
Leave the rocker switch in whatever position allows the inverter to feed your breaker box. It should be the way that...
Here we go. Battery on. Okay.
Okay, keep your stand back.
Stand back. No explosions. We have power.
Battery 53 volts.
No, not yet. So we turned everything on. We're talking to Will, who's our solar guy, and he doesn't work with lead acid, or he only works with not lithium batteries. So he's sending us to a different guy because we have to program something in the controller box. So our battery is already fully charged. It's a little overcharged because that's why it was 53 instead of 48 volts. So he had us turn off the solar panels at the combiner box so that we don't overcharge the battery anymore. And then hopefully that guy can get to us soon because we're planning on leaving today. So we are waiting on him, but he said it has to be a little bit later in the day, so we'll see. But okay. Should I push on?
Heaven.
High five! We did it! Let's see. So if I turn the bathroom on, the lights are on! Oh my gosh, look at it! Guys, I cannot believe we got the solar working. It works. It's done. That's it. We're done. It's amazing. I am just so grateful for my dad, and if we could not have done it without him, I mean, just amazing. I'm so happy. The water, we hooked up the water. We're not running the water this trip because it's not fully insulated. So we're waiting until Dylan and I get here, and we'll run the water ourselves. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. And so Dylan and I are looking at January 1st, New Year's Day. Hopefully we're down here moving in officially. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. So I'm just so excited. There's still lots to be done, but it's livable. I can't believe it. So right now it's like 1 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock. The hottest part of the day, you know, when the sun is shining. And this is how much sun the bottom gets. Absolutely none. It just stays muddy all winter. It hasn't really dried up at all because there's the sun. So like I said earlier, we'll still be making YouTube videos. I'm going to try to pump one out once a week, every Monday. That seems to work well for me. I'm hoping to get out my last video this Monday. I've been trying to work around all the things we've been doing, but I'll still be making YouTube videos. We still have to finish the kitchen, we have to finish the loft, we have to finish the railing, we have to finish the bathroom, we have to finish the mudroom, we have lots to still do. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who sent so many kind words about our journey and about our solar and everything. You guys are the sweetest. Reading your comments makes me so happy. I can't believe we have so many people following along, but I really, really appreciate all the love. And thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully when we're moving in. Thanks, guys.